Yo guys, it's finally time. Let me introduce you to the Bow Wagon project. Let me rewind real quick. My friend bought the Bow Wagon a few years ago, and there are already a lot of things done. For example, a bar and a sofa. But there's a lot of empty space and a lot of things that need to be done. By the way, I'm just gonna call it Bow Wagon. I'm pretty sure this word doesn't exist in English. I think for you it's constructing trailer, but not for me. And so we sat there and we were like, man, wouldn't it be cool if we had a TV over there? And I was like, man, you're right, and I have one laying around. And that is basically how the project started. Installing the TV isn't easy, and we ran into a few issues. The first one being controlling. How are we controlling the TV? How are we getting a signal to the TV? Because it's not a smart TV. It's a basic TV from a few years ago. Nothing special. And the second problem is internet. We have really bad internet in the Bow Wagon, so we need a solution for that. And the third one, audio. I have a Raspberry Pi laying around and I'm gonna use it. I just need to make the software, not make the software, but play Raspberry Pi OS on the SD card, something like that. And I need to build the Raspberry Pi in the TV. Also Apple TV and Alexa. I have both laying around and I don't use them, so we're gonna mount them to the TV. Hope it'll work out. For the internet problem, we thought of maybe a Wi-Fi repeater or just cable internet. We'll see. And for the sound, maybe Bluetooth will work, but we have to try that out. And for that, we need to build the TV first. So let's start with disassembling the TV. Alright, as you've seen, I disassembled the TV, and now I'm gonna look where I can install this Raspberry Pi, because yeah, I wanna, if possible, integrate it into the backplate. Alright, little update. I installed the Apple TV and Alexa, and I also relocated the speakers. They were originally here and here. I built some cardboard boxes for the speakers. I think it looks pretty neat. I have also installed a fan here. Yeah, that's the progress so far. Alright, we got our package, so open it up and see what's inside. Here we got our 2 micro SD cards. And this is, yes, the cooler for the Raspberry Pi. All right, as you've seen, everything works now. So the only thing left to do is to assemble it. Let's start. Right now I'm running a benchmark on the Raspberry Pi 4B and it's looking pretty good. I overclocked the CPU to 2 gigahertz and GPU to 600 megahertz, and it's pretty good. Temperatures are ideal. It's not getting over 35 degrees Celsius, so the cooler is very good, and I'll try to overclock it even more. Yo guys, what's up? It's Friday, school's over, and we're driving to the junkyard because we want to get some scrap metal for the wall mount for the TV. And yeah, I just want to tell you,
a bit of cutting, welding and sanding, we got this part.
Short update, we got our wall mount here on the TV. It's pretty sturdy, you can probably hang a car on that. And we got the other piece right here, that's where it's mounted to the wall, and here it's the TV. Alright, we are done. Everything is finally together, and the only thing left to do is now install it in the bow wagon. Yo guys, this is it. Look at that. Man, this thing is absolutely cool. But just look. You can turn it that way, that direction. And you can even turn it outside if you want to. But tell me, how cool is that? Yo guys, that's the final result. We can chill here and watch anime. What's better than that? Have a nice day. I wish you all the best. See you in the next video. One question, guys. I have this RC car I built a few years ago. I attempted to build the fastest 1 to 18 desert racer. I don't know. It's a 1 to 18 ratio car. It's very small and was a bit of a challenge to fit all those components in there. But if you're interested, I'm going to build a 6x6 car out of that. So let me know in the comments if you're interested, and then I'll make a video about it.